Welcome back to Wizard Supercoach. Hope you all had a decent round 12. I had a somewhat decent one, I would say. I've gone up another 2,000 ranks. I think I'm back to where I started now before I had that 3-week slump. So around the 8,000 rank. Not where I'd want to be at this time of year, but yeah, it could be worse, I guess. At least the momentum swung back my way. I think I've had 3 rank rises now in a row. So yeah, back on track, I think. So yeah, score at 1,857, which normally wouldn't be that good, but there must have been a fair bit of carnage around for me to score that and still go up. So I was pretty worried on the Thursday night because the Brisbane players absolutely shat the bed, and I had Lockie Neal as my VC. So yeah, it was a bit of a worry, and I kind of feel like this team, I don't have enough captain options. So I ended up running with Bailey Smith, and I knew that would be a risk because being the last game on a Sunday, and there's every chance that he could have been laid out. He apparently played injured the week before, but you know, who knows? You can never really trust what comes out of his mouth or Geelong. So anyway, I had to run with it, and it paid off. Luckily, it wasn't a bad captain score, 129. So before I get into the team, I didn't make a trade video last week because I didn't get time, but I only made the one trade, and it was Simpson, the Fremantle rookie. He went out because he's essentially gone for the season, so he's dead. And I bought in Keeler because I need cash like everyone else, and yeah, because sometimes you just gotta, I don't know, almost like go one step backwards to go forwards. So there was no upgrades happening, which was pretty much my original plan, and it paid off, luckily. So I could have gone Gray like a lot of people did, but my gut feel said not to get him. Now, obviously, he's outscored Keeler this week, but I don't know. I feel like Keeler's probably got the better job security going forward. There's the whole Bolter thing and all that. Richmond have rotated their sub a lot. It could be Gray at some point. I don't know. It's totally gut feel stuff here. And I know Keeler was meant to play in defence, and he's ended up going forward. But, you know, he did all right. Like, I think he was on 48 at quarter time. Completely went missing in second and third quarter, but then he kicked a late goal. So, you know, I'll take a 64. Whatever we can get, I think, with the way the money situation is. Yeah. Probably won't get time to make a trade video this week either, but yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do anyway, so I'll discuss it at the end of this video. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, I've now got 14 trades left. No boosts, but kind of doesn't matter in these buy rounds. So yeah, I'm planning on going the 2 trades this week, maybe a third, but probably not. And yeah, a bit of money left, like 157k, so it could be worse. I feel like there's people out there in worse positions, cash-wise and trades-wise. You know, in this, it's a cash shortage. It's basically like the Great Depression or something. Well, that's how it feels anyway this year. A bit different to last year, but yeah. All right, I'll get into the team now. So Whitfield, he went into defence again. It was a bit scary hearing about his role the week before, but the 116 is good. That's about where he's been at all year. Zorko, I didn't watch this game, but he absolutely shit the bed here. 66. I don't know what happened. I didn't see the game. But, you know, he's been scoring well, so I'm not really too worried. Like, just, he's there now. He's staying there, so. And Clark, 143. So, it happened again. Like, he's been, well, he's known for being super consistent, and there's kind of that joke going around that you get, like, what, a 104 or something out of him every week, or whatever it was. But just lately, he's been a bit more erratic. So we've seen these 2 ceiling scores here. But he's also had the round 8 and round 11. We've seen more of the floor scores that we wouldn't normally get. So, yeah, I don't know if it's a change in role or what, but you kind of take it, I guess. Like, it's no different. He's still averaging out to 107. So, you know, that's fine. He's got the bye this week, but yeah, this is the good buy to have, I think, with just the Fremantle and St Kilda players. And then Roberts trotted out his usual 90, so he can just sit there. If I do get the luxury to upgrade him, I will eventually, but, you know, while he's putting out 90s, I don't care. Prior 59, so he's pretty much reached end of the road. So break even is 63. He could get it. He's a lot more likely to get that than Bice and Cleary are of getting theirs. So Bice up to 110 break even. Yeah, he got subbed out on 9, which I think was from a whole half. So 2 touches in a half is pretty bad. I don't know what happened there. Like, I did watch the game, but I just don't know what the hell was going on with Bice. And then, yeah, Cleary down here, he got a 6, so I think he was the sub. So, yeah, he's cooked too, like a 91 break even. Yeah, I'll get to that later with their break evens and what that means I've got to do, but not good at all. So I was surprised to still rise up the ranks with like a score of a 9 and a 6 in the team, but I've actually joked about that before, how you see people on YouTube and they're like, I had a 9 and a 6 and a 20 and stuff, and they still got like a 2800 and rise up the ranks and complain. Well, you know, I didn't get 2800, but an 1800 was enough to rise up this week, so it's kind of at my own expense. And then, yeah, Sheasel obviously had the bye, and Carroll, and they'll come back in this week. Well, hopefully Carroll comes back in anyway. Onto the midfield, Brayshaw 123. That's back to what we expect. That's good. Fremantle did pretty well actually. And Sinclair 113. It could have been more, but I think he got moved out of defence and into the midfield in the second half, which is kind of weird because, you know, Saints were all over Melbourne in the first half. You think you'd just stick with it, but whatever. They got the win, so, you know, Ross clearly knows a lot more than I do. And Dawson 112, pretty good. I thought Sydney might try and tag him and really put some effort into him, given that they'd be salty that he left. But yeah, 112 is a pretty good result. So he's like pretty much at that 110 average now, which is where we wanted him. Still think he could go a lot higher. It's just, disposal can be a problem, and Nix likes to rest him forward to keep him fresh, which I kind of understand, but at the same time, like, he's not a forward. Neil 89, like, he's pretty up and down these days. Same as Dunkley. But I think Neil will be like around that top 10 mids for the rest of the year, like on average. But yeah, he's become very erratic this year with his scoring. It's almost like you get, you know, 2 good ones, 1 bad one, or something like that. It's probably just age a bit, and the fact that Brisbane's midfield is so strong. But you know, they've got like how many, 4 or 5 of them in there now that are scoring pretty well. But yeah, Dunkley, he's probably even more erratic, which is weird because, you know, I talked him up in the pre-season that he's your solid 115 every week kind of guy, but it's not really happening, especially lately. So yeah, the last 2 weeks, sub-tons. Very rare for him to get consecutive sub-tons, I think. So, you know, I'm not too unhappy with him, but yeah, it is disappointing that he's not doing what I bought him in for. One guy that is, though, is Ned Long, so another 93. So he's just given me, like, apart from that, I think he got like a 130 or a 140. He also got a 60, though, but apart from that, it's been like consistent 90s. So yeah, that's awesome. He's been a really good pick. I'm glad that I had the balls to go there. Because they still got a break even of 46. He's still going to keep making money. He's probably going to get to around 500k, I reckon. So there's no reason to even look at getting rid of him yet. Until I'm not going to get rid of him until I'm given a reason, really. So he's got Melbourne this week. He should be fine against them. Their midfield's not so crash hot at the moment. And Lindsay 59. So I mean, you would have heard a lot of people say about it, but he kicked 3 behinds on the weekend. Could have easily been a really good score. I'm happy to hold on to him. I think he's been pretty good, like, as well at the moment. If it wasn't best 18, if it wasn't bye round, he'd be probably my only rookie on the field. But yeah, I'm happy to keep him there. He's got a decent role. I think he's good for like a 70 each week or whatever. So he'll be the last rookie to go, I think. And then Boxall gave me a 40, like whatever. It's better than nothing, I guess. I don't know if it even counted with best 18, but yeah, could have been a handy 40, I guess. And then yeah, these guys didn't play. None of these guys on the bench. It's good to get Chera back this week, but I think Gross is finished. Like, break even at 50 now. yeah, he looks a bit, when he does play, like, I don't know, a bit spooked or something. Every time he gets the ball, he kind of holds onto it too long, or he'll just, either that or he just gets rid of it straight away when he doesn't really need to and he turns it over. But I guess that's part of being a rookie. So, yeah, Cherry, obviously, he would have been a nice captain option after Neil shit the bed, but obviously had the bye. Cameron a 110, so he actually drew Gawn for the week, so I'll take that. Still would love to make him Gawn, but I can see Gawn slowing down again. He starts the year really well, as we know, and maybe it's the age getting to him or something, but I think he's starting to slow down, or at least I hope he is. Probably going to do a number on Cameron this week, though. I don't know how Cameron's going to go. Like, I can't see him letting Gawn get like a monster score, but at the same time, I can't see Cameron getting too many hitouts on Gawn, and I know Cameron gets a lot of inset marks and stuff, but it's going to be harder if he's got Gawn right next to him. So, yeah, wait and see. Like, I know Gawn's not impossible to score on or anything. Yeah, it's a worry, though. I know that he only did 70 on Cherry, so Gawn and Cherry are different kind of players, but yeah, we'll see. It's all right. Boyd didn't play again. So yeah, Smith the 129. It could have been more, but as you get with Smith, his ratio is always geared towards fantasy more than Supercoach. But that's fine. Like he's absolutely killing it. I can't believe that I faded him to begin with. But yeah, in my defense, and the others that faded him or weren't too keen on him, the stats were kind of there to show that he shouldn't be doing this, but he is. So, sometimes it's not all about the numbers and whatever. So yeah, happy to say I got that one wrong. Petrarca's alright, 88, like whatever. He'll be fine. He's got the role we want. And then my man Thilthorpe, he did it again. So 98 was close enough. We'll consider it another ton. So I think he's made like 120k. Yeah, 120k. So what's he got? The last few weeks have been pretty good for that 100. So he's got essentially 4 tons in a row now. And he started the year with basically 4 as well. I consider anything like a 97 or a 99 or whatever. It's as good as a ton. Like, at the end of the day, it's still a good score, especially for a forward. So, yeah, if you take out that middle run there, he's been absolutely killer. And he got subbed out at 3/4 time as well. So it could have been, it's kind of annoying. It could have been probably like a 120, 130, something like that with the way the Crom was scoring. But yeah, I'll take it. It's fine. Like, he's been really good. But Rankin, so I spoke about it last week. He's had the CBA problem. So I think last week I said it looked like Rochelle was taking some. So we'll have a look now. I haven't actually looked at this, but you can look at it with me. So Rochelle this week has had, what's he got here? 3. So he's probably attended 1 centre bounce. He was really good up forward, but yeah, so who is it eating into his time now? It looks like Berry's increased. Rankin 43. So he got more than the previous week. But he's not doing these 60s and stuff anymore, so what's happened? Looks like it's just a general increase from Peatling and Berry. Because Draper is always the sub, so he doesn't really affect him. Yeah, I don't know. It must be just like a mix thing, depending on what they think they need for whatever game it is. So, Crows got Brisbane this week. It'll be interesting to see what they do there, because obviously Brisbane's got a stacked midfield. But I'm not worried about Rankin at all, so we'll go back. I think he'll be fine. Like, even when he's forward, he's going to get good scores and stuff. Obviously, we hope that the CBAs increase again, and I think they will, but yeah, it's not going to be like an every week kind of thing where he gets like that, I don't know, 60% CBAs or whatever that we want. Well, the thing is, the midfield's working really well at the moment. And I know they played West Coast, but, Sydney's pretty decent. Well, they're probably better than their ladder position suggests. So, yeah, the team overall is working pretty well the last month. So it's hard to argue with whatever they're doing. And then Bolton 100. So, yeah, I didn't see the game, but that's more what we wanted. yeah, I still don't know if I'm going to hold him all the way through. Like, I know I got him kind of to make some money, but to score along the way. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If he keeps scoring like this, then he can stay. But I can't see him doing that. Like, he's never been that kind of player that's going to give you consistent 100 every week kind of thing. It's going to be like those 70s and then followed up with a 130, 120, whatever. The old 150. Yeah, Keeler, obviously, talked about him before. Day Wicks, like, whatever. The most appealing thing with him is that he had the DPP, so he allows me to have some flexibility through the two lines if I need it. Like, he lines up with Gross or whatever, but probably not going to need it. I kind of don't give a shit about Day Wicks being in the team. Like, if he scores, he scores. If not, well, whatever. Hopefully I can make money elsewhere. Enough money to get me where I want. And he's not going to be an issue. And then, yeah, Cleary. Yeah, that's annoying. I was hoping that he wouldn't lose so much money, but what did he lose? Only 20k. It's not... I don't know. Maybe in this climate it's pretty bad, but... I don't know. I don't see how it could be worse. I was going to say it could be worse, but... What, he would have scored a 0 or something, and then it could be worse. So... I'm actually, yeah, pretty happy with the team. So if we line it up for this week, get Sheasel back on. A bit worried about him, but, you know, he should be all right against West Coast. If he doesn't score well this week, then I think I'm definitely going to have to get rid of him. But, yeah. So Bice can go. Chera back on. Daniel back on. I know I could just hit optimize, but I don't trust it. So, looking at trades this week. So, as I said, I plan to make 2 and possibly a third, but I'm not sure. So, if we look at endgame team here, right? So, I'm not doing these trades for this week or whatever because the way I've set it up, and a bit of it was by accident, but in all the buy rounds, I don't have more than 5 primos missing out at any one time. So, I've gone for the kind of, you know, spread it out evenly across the buys. I know some people do it differently and it works out the same way. Like, you have one quite low week and then you'll have one where you go for the monster score. And that's fine, but I don't know. I don't do it that way. So, yeah, as you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3... if you count long. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that one's even better because Cleary's like, he'll be gone by then, I hope. And then 1, 2. So Lindsay again, not a primo. He should be upgraded by then. So 2, 3, 4, 5 for that round. And then 5 for the final buy round. So yeah, very evenly split there. So the next couple of weeks should be pretty good for me. I'll clear the buys. So endgame team, this is what we're looking at here. So don't worry about the blue dots. So yeah, forward line looks alright for now. Ruck line's okay. I can't do much here. I don't want to pay up massively for Gawn. I think Cameron can get close to him for the rest of the year. But ideally, yeah, I will get Gawn. It's just a matter of cash. I don't think I can do it. But so this is what I'm thinking for this week. So originally I wanted to go Bice and Cleary out to get Bont and Clark. But obviously they both decided, well, I don't know if it was them, but Cox decided to screw us up there. Probably the blame falls on Bice more than anyone, but they lost money, so now I can't do that. I won't have enough to get Bont. So what I'm going to do instead is Bice is going to go. So for Clark, it's pretty straightforward, and I could hang on to Pryor, but I don't think he's going to make any more money, and if he does, it's going to be a very slow burn. It's just the way he scores. Like, he's, you know, he'll give you 50s and 60s, then he'll get like an 80 or a 90, but they're rare, so he's not consistent. So you're doing it this way. I get rid of Pryor, even though obviously Cleary, he's got the bigger break even. He should be the one to go, but it doesn't really help me. Like, unless I was going to go down like the Coldwell route or whatever, but I don't want to do that. I don't trust his soft tissue injury from this year, and he's got a pretty bad injury history overall. Like every year he misses games pretty much. He's a bit more prone than people think. So anyway, I'm just going to pay up. I'm going to get sub Sinclair into the back line, so that's back line finished for a while. And the Bont comes into the midfield. So now the only rookie that I'm fielding is Lindsay. And there's still the flex spot, but like the way I see it, we got by without a flex for so long, right? And people were still scoring fine. I see it as a bit of a luxury, I guess. So I'll just chuck a rookie in there and whatever. So kind of safe in case there's like a bias 9 on field or whatever, but we're in best 18 anyway, so I kind of through these rounds I don't give a shit. So by the time we get to the end of the buys, I shouldn't have any rookies on the field anyway, and I can hopefully have upgraded the flex spot there. So that's what the team looks like at full strength right now, which I'm pretty happy with. And yeah, Bont gives me that captain kind of option for when I need it. So with that done, there'll be 12 trades going forward. So what I'm thinking this week, because Cleary's got the big break even, I think I need to punt him because he's just going to keep losing cash. Probably going to, I think Gray's gone, like 173. He's made most of his money already, I would say, in that first week. So I don't want to go there. And yeah, like I said, the gut feels wrong on that one. And don't know about job security, but if I'm going to do it, I'll probably go Cleary to Pedler. So no, Pedler's 150 himself, but I think his job security is not bad. I know that Matty Nix really rates him. Like I had Pedler as a rookie in my team a couple of years ago, and he was pretty good. He made me a bit of money just because I know that he's got that job security. Purely because Nix rates him. He's one of his favourites, I think. I can't see him being a sub. Certainly not as long as Draper's around. So, I might do that. Just because Cleary's a sinking ship. Like, he's not going to score 91 this week if he even holds his spot. I mean, it's Richmond, so okay, maybe he might. But, he's never even gone that high before. And I don't really have time, I think, to wait for him to come down and start going up again in money. Whereas Pedler, he's on the way up while Cleary's on the way down. So maybe, probably. I don't know. My mind will probably change a few times between now and when do I have to do it? It'll be Friday night. So yeah. Now just looking at the team, seeing as everyone else has been doing this, I guess I'll have a look at what I plan to upgrade still. So obviously the Lindsay slot. I don't think Long's quite at M8 kind of thing. We've still got the flex spot to go as well. So probably be lucky to get the 23 primos, to be honest, with the way cash is. Keeler can probably make me like 150k. More like 120 or something, I reckon, with the way he'll probably score. That's probably best case scenario too. Somewhere in there. If I can get 150, great, but yeah, probably not. And then, I still got Cleary. I don't know. I need Clark's on the bubble, so that's good. Carroll, if he can get to 100k, he's not far off now. Yeah. So Lindsay should become Butters, I reckon. I think Butters pretty certain to not make his 200 break even this week. So he'll be pretty cheap next week. So I should be able to go. I've still got 60k left over, 64k. So what's that take me to? That's like 380, 384 or something, around there. Yeah. Maybe I won't be able to do that next week in just 2 trades. Lindsay should make money this week though, but not much. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to get Lindsay done, like get him to Butters. Maybe I got to make 2 downgrades next week. Not ideal. I don't want to do it. Like, it's still a lot of the season to go. I'm probably just rambling a bit to myself now, but like, yeah, I don't know. What's the point of the video if you don't know what I'm thinking about going forward, I guess. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. As I said, like, I don't have a hell of a lot of time at the moment, which is disappointing because I really wanted to grow this channel this season. I put a lot of time into it in the preseason. But yeah, once footy season starts, it's hard for me, like, because I still play, but also now coaching a team, so a real team, not a Supercoach team. But yeah, it makes it hard. So anyway, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and yeah, let me know your philosophy going forward, because there is a big cash shortage. So what are we going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Yeah, I think that's all I've got. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will still try and get that trade video out this week, but you've probably seen just then what I'm going to do anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.